COCOMI convener Jitendra Ningomba appeals for public support in protecting Manipur. Also urges all sections to unite for common good. Union Home Ministry and Rashtrapati Bhavan refuse to disclose information on Manipur violence. They receive from state government citing Section 8, Subsection 1, Clause A and Section 24 of RTI Act. And firing reported at Naransaina Maninghai Canal and Fubala in Bishnupur district. No report of any casualties. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time English Bulletin. I'm BABINA, bringing the top stories and latest news at this hour. Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI convener Jitendra Ningomba says the push of security barricades till Kangvai by masses yesterday is a huge achievement. He on behalf of COCOMI conveys solidarity and gave assurance to extend every help to those who sustain injuries in the agitations. Addressing the media at COCOMI office in Lamphel today, Jitendra accused the government of causing chaos and injuries upon the agitators. He also termed it unfortunate that some people try to create misunderstandings and disunity among Maitai people amid the fight against Chin Kuki narco-terrorists. He said the attempt to disunite Maitai people and taking the side of Kuki people is taken as a plot to wipe out the Maitai community. Jitendra also appealed to all concerned not to malign the image of COCOMI. He maintained that COCOMI supports youths of Manipur's idea on unification of all CSOs in Manipur. However, it requires a prolonged discussions among the stakeholders. Jitendra urged whomsoever concerned not to set any deadlines or impositions for the same. He also made it clear that COCOMI has its own principles and strength, and that along with the people, it will face anyone who challenges the organizations. He appealed to the public to support COCOMI so that Chin Kuki narco-terrorists will be defeated in the ongoing conflict.
Leibak miyam gidamakta tabuk tokjarakliba COCOMI lanai khudong saba thiba mioi haibadi vested interest ta kharana loktunaba maduna ekhoida leituonda saru pande haibigi matagum hainingba haiba chainingba chaiba siningba iral sinbagi thawong ase hojik sin kuki narco terror singa akagna balan sukne ningai matam masidadi asugumba thong asi tawbiganu masi apabagi khudam nate handak marak COCOMI da tawrugi bathong asi aikoi khangba ngamslaktre haiba wafum su COCOMI na thamjari akhoi gi su khangba ngamagi pangal amalei pangal gi wangwada sakhi bataragadi aikoi yekna balan thingnari ba kuki singlan thingnabugi mota akhoi masel amaga nungai da batok thurak pa yai ba haiba posi COCOMI gi maikei degi leiba miyam pumnamakta haijari.
Imphal West Upa Adhyaksha Laisram Bobby appeals to all the CSOs in Manipur to merge in ending the ongoing crisis in Manipur and keep its integrity intact. She was speaking on the sidelines of a public meeting organized by Thawai Mirel at Iboyaima Sumanglila Sanglen in Peles Compound, Imphal. The public meeting called for unification of CSOs in Manipur and come up with a joint resolutions in sync with public sentiment. Bobby also appealed to the government to strive for restoring normalcy in the state by keeping aside political differences. She specifically urged those who are demanding a separate administration to refrain from making unnecessary demands. Senior Advocate Khaidem Mani graced the public meet as moderator.
Prajasingjina pamjaba mawongda khoina punjanba adu loina amato oiba kholauda ekhoi chatminaba civil organization mayam su punjanba adu government gi side gi ju sigi matang si yorobadi dola doli thidna congress haibalaite BJP haibalaite MPP haibalaite punjalaga wakhan kedo butai kari mating panchige kedo ra yagadege haibaje chungjinna biyo haibaje aigi humble request ni mitei haibagi khunai sina matam khuding da leibaku nga kaga kaiba pamdana lai haibase ekhoi history na sakhi ne haba aduna Manipur se kaiba yade aduga izai nausing si haningdre haibo oi taradi mayam punjalle haraga si amutang plak tawda yagadra haibadu wakhan khanjabalei praja kudimak loina mak mit mai pangba chak chabadina mina aigi lamdo thugairaga moina moigi lam thajangre loksangre hadi ekhoi ju nungai taba feel tawe aduna ni thoiba thodok singya.
All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko submitted a memorandum to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah through Governor Anusuya Uike today, urging to keep Manipur's integrity intact and resolve the present crisis. The memorandum points out that prevailing crisis in Manipur erupted in retaliation to state government's initiatives like war on drugs, eviction of illegal encroachers from protected and reserved forest areas, and detection of illegal immigrants. Amuko demands immediate cessations of armed violence in the state to initiate a comprehensive peace process and implement measures for resettlement of internally displaced people affected by ongoing violence, amendment to Article 3 of Indian Constitutions by inserting a clause to safeguard Manipur's territorial integrity, immediate implementation of NRC in Manipur to stop formation of ethnic-centric political party units by constituting a district reorganization committee, creation of special administrative zones, protections and conservation of community reserve forests to strengthen Manipur State Darbar resolutions of 1932 and eradications of narco trade and poppy cultivation from the state. Indefinite relay protest meet by United Protection Committee Nambol since August 13 at Nambol Bazaar temporary market shed, demanding implementation of NRC, removal of Assam rifles, restoration of peace and normalcy, and endorsing Manipur's integrity continues unabated. Nambol Kaitel Mathak Vendors and Dukan Association stays sit-in from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. today, followed by Khori Faba Chingmang Merapaibi from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Kangmong Apunba Merapaibi will stay sit-in from 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Nambol Hau Kaitel, and Nambol Mongzing Laikai Merapaibi will take over from 10 p.m. till 5 a.m. Union Home Ministry and Rashtrapati Bhavan have refused to disclose informations on the inputs they received from the Manipur government since the outbreak of violence in the state, citing Section 8, Subsection 1, Clause A and Section 24 of the Right to Information RTI Act. Information on state government's inputs to the union was sought by RTI activist Venkatesh Nayak under the urgent clause of Section 7, Subsection 1 of the RTI Act 2005, which states that when information is sought for concerns of life and liberty of a person, the same shall be furnished within 48 hours of the receipt of the application. The information was also sought in connections with Rule 10 under with the Transaction of Business Rules 1961, which states that fortnightly reports must be submitted to the President about the internal political situations of states and union territories, along with weekly intelligence summaries from the Director of the Intelligence Bureau. As published in national media The Wire, Venkatesh Nayak said he filed the RTI on July 20, but the MHA refused to provide information by citing Section 8, Subsection 1, Clause A on the total number of reports received from the Manipur Governor Anusuya Uike, the exact dates of these reports and a legible copy of these reports. He filed a separate RTI with the Rashtrapati Bhavan 4 days later, but was again refused information for the same reason. It may be noted that Section 8, Subsection 1, Clause A of the RTI Act states that there will be no obligation to give any citizen information, disclosure of which would prejudicially affect the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security, strategic, scientific or economic interest of the state, relations with foreign state, or lead to incitement of an offence. BJP-led Manipur government told the Supreme Court on Wednesday that the violence-hit state faces no dearth of essential supplies of food and medicine. The government dubbed as untrue the claim by counsel for the committee appointed by the apex court to oversee relief and rehabilitation of the victims of prevailing violence that the people of the state were suffering on account of an economic blockade. State government's assertions came in response to the September 1 order of the apex court asking it and the center to ensure uninterrupted supply of basic commodities like food and medicine to people facing economic blockade in certain areas of the state, and to explore all options to deal with the blockades, including airdropping essential commodities if needed. In a 15-page affidavit filed in the top court, State Chief Secretary said it was unfortunate that the platform of the Supreme Court was being misutilized. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for center and state government, said essential supplies had been airdropped even before the suggestions about the damage caused to religious places during the violence. State government claimed the petitioners have made attempts to portray an incorrect positions before the court, where one community was shown as victim and the other as aggressor. It said the state and centre have always maintained a neutral stand on the issue and have specifically not sought to selectively highlight some incidents over other. The state government told the apex court that as on date, 386 religious institutions of both the communities have suffered damage, and no fresh damage to religious institutions are reported for the last month or so. Suspected Kuki militants reportedly opened fire towards Naransaina Maning High Canal in Bishnupur district today. Cross-firing lasted around 10 minutes. There is no report of any casualties. It may be mentioned that it was in the same area that the militants opened fire in during a Meitei farmer on August 29. After the incident, state forces added by village volunteers counter-fired. Firing and cross-firing incidents have been going since that day. Meanwhile, Sikh regiment personnel recovered 2 bombs dropped allegedly by Kuki people. The bombs were disposed of safely at the safe locations of Naransaina foothill around 5:30 p.m. Meitei villages of Fubala area in Bishnupur district reportedly came under firing attacks from Kuki armed groups this morning. There is no report of any casualties. Impact News reporter Achom Binod brings you a telephonic conversations with one of the villagers.
Ado yamba akhoi numit tare ni chupna akhoi nomai kapna khraba matungda uje fubala da kari fibam lai ge habdo kitang yamba habi thambiu
ye su ngarang ahing supa ko ai ki ge thana lai ba sun narang sen har kundo adu su ngarang je ahing supa dum te ta dum khra ka mo ne sum hokari na adu na maram mo ka anda ngasi su mo ayuka ngarang ka sen ngaram da ngaram da ri to budna mo ka kapakpa kapthara ko da khu sa te ho lai ba ka ato hin da na ye hoji pa budi ko sa thana ri hu lai
yamba do hujik phaugi khoji moina nomai kapsalakpa da mafam adu laiba center force amadi state force na hanbagi mami ubra udabra kamaina laige
akhoi hoji lai je bolan da khutna kul handa point tawre khuni khunja ji kan double barrel gumba pare khunja khun bu ngakna le jere kangbu moi khakna hanba khakna du akhoi sarkar gi site ge kari mamata ko lakte amadi hangab su lete lab su lete se dum khoji sarkar ye bu site ge le
sp mafam adu laga yengchin bagi pau koi mamang da yang chilame hai pau phangi state force ki personal sing laga do ngasi gi keno taw gi duri yang chalam bagi
ngasi lakhe le je mo
adu kuki khulai pai sing na nomai kapselak pa da khoi gi mi shok pa khot pa si ana yaw bagi pau gi
edu pa si ana di yaw ka hodra ngasai do na sum mat ta gi moi han nami kuding tawla na mo je kap ni ho khana bu ho la apo ye na sarkar gi site gi
nomit kuding nomai kapselak pa do khunja sing mai kai da gi di khoi complain taw gi ba khot ki state force sp da complain taw gi ba mari lai na sing da complain taw gi di lai rabra kai kamaina process lai bage
complain di khoi tawwe aba tawjare adu bu thoi do na sarkar gi site gi su lakte pirate ye praja jing ta sena mi pai na number mo kan da koi gi hai ro sa in mamang panjang gi ba koi khunja jing ngang na bai khun ba na koi volunteer jing na kra nga kra ko da taw lai taw bu sarkar gi site gi ari gumba praja jing thamoi lum ga ba koi lai hai ba ma ta bu ho la pare.
Proscribed United Kuki Liberation Front UKLF clarifies that the outfit is not involved in the assault of one individual belonging to Liangmai community in Kangpokpi district on September 4. UKLF says the victim belonging to Liangmai tribe was beaten by armed miscreants after he refused to give them money. A press release from UKLF Joint Secretary T. James says the incident occurred outside the jurisdictions of UKLF and that there is not a single cadre of the outfit in Kangpokpi district. UKLF claims that it has been abiding by suspension of Operation Ground Rules since it had signed the pact with central government. As a part of government's War on Drugs 2.0 campaign, a team of Senapati police station today arrested one miscreant with around 309 grams of brown sugar from Upper Kathiko Karong along the National Highway 2. Police said the miscreant is Nolu Fotoko Krasi, a resident of Makhankulen under Mao Police Station, Senapati district. He was arrested with a drug pack in 25 solved cases by Senapati police team led by Sub-Inspector H. Talu Marcus while checking passers-by around 5 a.m. He was coming from Senapati in a white-color Maruti Suzuki Alto car bearing registration number NL01CA7144. Upon checking the car, police found the contraband drug. After producing the drugs before an executive magistrate, Senapati Police Station registered an FIR under NDNPS Act against him for further legal actions. Director of Health Services Manipur, Khairom Sasikumar, expressed concern over the deteriorating air quality in the wake of excessive pollutions and climate change. He was speaking at the observance of the 4th International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies today. National Program on Climate Change and Human Health, National Health Mission and Directorate of Health Services, Government of Manipur organized the event, supported by Nistha Japaigo, Manipur, on the theme Together for Clean Air at State Family Welfare Training Center, RD Wing Complex, Lamphilpat. Addressing the gathering, Sasikumar said humans will continue to be inflicted by various ailments as long as the sky is not clear, as it indicates high contaminations of the air that we breathe. He added that existence of other living beings are also at stake. He called upon everyone to join hands in curbing air pollutions and to cultivate nature-friendly habits like planting of trees to combat the same. Leaflets containing information on climate change was released on the occasion. Attendees also planted saplings to mark the event.
Locally, Poco phenomenon neva, blue sky, red sky sea. In part, the man of the today, I'm the living witness of the local effect of your blue sky, red sky. The sky will become once more healthy and you will live healthier life.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Janmashtami celebrations. So keep watching Impact News.
Manipur ki ahanba dedicated cancer hospital AOI BABINA Speciality Hospital da medical oncology, surgical oncology, advanced operation theatre ga loinana cancer patients sing da affordable cost da mapung faraba care pisari. Side effect hantaba Manipur ki ahanba Lineage Halcyon radiation machine gi khudong chaba pangbigani. Cancer khangdoknaba amasung stage lepada sizinaba PET CT scan machine so hospital asida lady. Tumor board phamduna patient singi laying pathapta ahenba khudong chaba loinana health card ki khudong chaba su pisari. Mayam ki damak AOI BABINA Speciality Hospital, Sajiwa, Khabisoi, Imphal East.
Caesar City Dental Hospital gi Mari Suba Foundation diga Mari Lainana September tang Mari dagi Nipan Fauba free dental consultation pangthok cheragani. Experienced dentist singa free consultation tawbagi khudong chaba lobiho. Relief camp je leiba angang singiwina free treatment pizagani. Adongi ya nungai taba fazahaningba yengthok hausi.
Admission open. Prime Coaching Institution Changangai Uchekon ki class 11 and 12 science ki coaching lagnaba September taramathoy dagi haujaragani. Haidba institution asi tongan ba institution singdagi ningthizena train tawraba amadi experience leiraba oza singna takpi tambigani. Amadi ningthina semjin sajilaba tongan ba ka singda bathroom toilet yauraba boys hostel ki khudong sabasu phangligani. Comet Harvard amasung Massey School singa yamna naknaba bafam amasu oiri.
Koi Janupina ne BSc nursing tamning haibito Yaribok leiba Universal College of Nursing haidana ama leire ne State Bank of India degi education loan lorga tamba yai haine
Singbadu dani
Singbadu su mana tamba lor kana mana thabaka torokanda magi thagi tolop tu degi thagi inkhala su yai haine
Akhoi ki hostel makhoi ki practical na karai da tawdoriba
Hostel su ne nupa nupi tongan thambada na tana ne Infrastructure ga pajak rajani practical su kaim wani ngai leitre rims ta thani haine
last date tu
Avail free plastic surgery consultation from 1st to 10 September 2023. Free clap lip and palate surgery under Smile Trend. Free reconstructive surgery for CMHT and PMJY beneficiaries and 15% concession on diagnostic and procedure charges. For registration, please contact Caesar Hospitals.
Welcome to the Classic Hospitality Training Institute's Aviation Management Program. Equipped with cutting-edge facilities and guided by industry experts, we nurture your potential. Our students are recognized worldwide for their skills and professionalism. For admission, call us at 0385 2422 115 or 690 935 8685 or visit us at Hotel Imphal by the Classic, 3rd floor North AOC, Imphal West, Manipur.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Janmashtami, one of the biggest festivals of Hindu community marking the birth of Lord Krishna, is being celebrated with joy and religious fervor across the nation today. The Hindu community in Manipur also celebrates Janmashtami or Krishna Janma. Several devotees brought young and old throng Sri Sri Govindaji temple in Imphal to pray and make their offerings to Lord Krishna on the auspicious occasion of Krishna Janmashtami. Devotees also thronged the ISKCON temple and Mahabali temple in Imphal. President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and other leaders have extended Janmashtami greetings and best wishes to everyone. Press release from Meitei Langol Welfare Preservations and Protection Committee informs that sale and purchase of land in 91 Meitei Langol and surrounding places are banned to prevent any untoward incidents among different communities residing in these areas in the wake of prevailing turmoil in the state. Sagolban Salam Laikai Mera Loop today held a tribute ceremony for all those who have lost their lives in the prevailing Manipur violence which erupted on May 3. The event was held under the initiative of Pambay at CDC Club in Sagolban Salam Laikai. A 14-day-long State Handloom Expo organized by Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited kick-started today at Urban Hut in Nilakuti, Imphal East. The expo is being held with the support of Development Commissioner for Handloom and Handicrafts Ministry of Textiles. Speaking on the opening event, Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited Managing Director E. Jiten said that the expo is held with an objective to provide opportunity to displaced weavers and craftsmen affected by ongoing violence to sell their products, including 41 handloom stalls, 12 handicraft stalls, 3 stalls of KVIC, KVIB, food stalls and promotional stalls. A total of 60 stalls are open in the State Handloom Expo. Jiten mentioned that apart from the benefits provided by government to weavers and artisans who are living in relief camps, the expo aims to provide other opportunities to them.
Government that I can propose to the Masigi Hantaki Irang Parang to Womatamsida, Tangai Padana, Ekogi, Pichaba, Pichavi, Kutsa Haiba, Haibi, Amadi, Tuanba, Kutsa Haiba, Hibika, dislocation of the gay relic camp labor, Tangai for the meeting, Tangai for the Yogger, Tangai Padana Masigi Meladi, Singe, Makoyova marketing place, same guy than a koi, plan a Magalon and a koi Masigi Meladi, Sinjabane, but the government Dana, Jabi Rekanakoi, Masidiga Hobomela, Pantuk Jabani, Melasi Dapun was called Humpudi, Masig Humpuji Manunda, Helungina, Nifumatoini, Hindikrapina, Taraga Nitoini, Aduga. KBIB and KBIC in Humne, Aduga Jutki, Jut Craft Amalay, Aduga Tongan of Food Stall Giramata, Stall Animalay, Aduga, promotional stall hide on Amazulay. Punjalakanda Koi Stall Puja and the new guidelines of the NHDP, Matungina Koi, and the Melaji Sinbani.
The Diary of a Young Girl, a book based on the life of German-born Jewish girl Anne Frank, translated to Manipuri language from English by Nongmaitem Kiran Kumar, was released today at Rupmahal Theatre, BT Road, Imphal. The Manipuri version of the book is named Anne Frank, Laisabi Macha Amagi Diary. The Cultural Forum Manipur President Professor Huirem Bihari, Manipuri Literary Society Imphal Vice President Naurem Lokeshwar and several distinguished personalities graced the book release event organized by Manipuri Literary Society Imphal. New office bearers of Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur who will serve various posts of the forum for 3 years were appointed during a program held at PWF head office in Kaisamthong, Hodam Leirak, Imphal. Humble gifts were presented to new office bearers during the occasion. United Friendship Organization UFO Meitei Huyen Lanlong Sintam Sanglen Sajal Academy Chingfu branch observed its 10th Rising Day today. UFO Acting President R.K. Jotin unfurled Ibudhau Pakhangba Pafal flag to mark the occasion. UFO General Secretaries, battalion commanders, instructors, branch leaders and members took part in the event. Now the sports news. National Rifle Association of India will host International Shooting Sports Federation B Judges course on rifles and pistol under the aegis of International Shooting Sports Federation from September 14 to 18 at Asansol, West Bengal. 15 male and 10 female from various states are taking part in the course. Manipur's Kongrai Lakpam Ashish Sharma is among them. 43 female and male sportspersons from Manipur will participate in the 19th Hangzhou Asian Games from September 23 to October 8 at China's Hangzhou city. In females group, 7 footballers, 2 hockey players, 1 judo player, 3 canoeing and kayaking players, 2 rowers, 5 players in sepak takraw, 2 weightlifters and 1 wushu player from Manipur will compete in the upcoming games. In males group, 1 diver, 2 cyclists, 6 footballers, 1 hockey player, 3 canoeing and kayaking players and 2 wushu players from Manipur are taking part in the Asian Games. Altogether, 634 players from India will compete in 38 various events. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Kokomi convener Jitendra Ningomba appeals for public support in protecting Manipur, also urges all sections to unite for common good. Union Home Ministry and Rashtrapati Bhavan refused to disclose information on Manipur violence they received from state government, citing Section 8, Subsection 1, Clause A and Section 24 of RTI Act. And firing reported at Naransaina Maning High Canal and Fubala in Bishnupur district. No report of any casualties. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. So have a great evening and stay safe.
Board of Secondary Education Manipuri notice asina khanganjari madudi